One more surprise for tonight. We have someone to honor here. The biggest Whitmaniac of them all, Mr. Darrel Blaine Ford. He's here. I always say that Darrel's love for Walt would be enough for him to have so much to do with the place, but he just strikingly, I don't know how you planned this, Darrel, looks so much like him that it's just a delight every time you walk into this building. And I even think your mannerisms are similar from what I can tell. I think about that too. So Darrel has been a part of the birthplace for over 75 years. And he still came tonight, which he's not sick of us. And just to put that into perspective, for those of you who know a lot about the history of the place, he knew the Watsons, the Watson family, the last family to own the birthplace. So that's amazing. It's before it's even a museum. And he discovered it at a young age. So I feel like you're very intertwined with Walt, Darrel. He is the most highly requested person in the building. Only a few days will go by before I hear, oh, you know, I've seen pictures online of this guy. He looks just like Walt. I'd love to get a picture with him. So you're very much a celebrity. Darrel always here for all of these years. He's also attended every student poetry contest that we've had here at the birthplace. So I think that ties together so beautifully, not just poetry, but also loving Whitman as a person. All these children have these pictures to look back on with Darrel, and I know that that's really inspiring for their future. So we want to celebrate you tonight, Darrel. We have a plaque for you. And we also have a gold-plated Walt Whitman coin that you could take home and think of us all the time. Even if you can't be here, you have part of us there with you. And you're our Walt, and that's what it says here on the plaque. You're always our Walt, Darrel. So thank you so much.
I'd like to read the plaque. I'd like to read the plaque. There's a photo of Walt, alias Darrel, in the front. It says, Walt Whitman Birthplace, State Historic Site, Interpretive Center, a place to be inspired. To our very own Whitman, Darrel Blaine Ford, dedicated educator, artist, and friend of the birthplace.
I was a Whitman fan from the time I was probably 7 years old. My mother taught me to read when I was 4, and by that time I was reading a lot. And she was very tough. She said, whenever you read, you sit down and read, and if you see any word that you don't understand, have a dictionary right next to you. When I found out about Walt Whitman, I became a Whitmaniac and have remained so for decades. Thank you very much for this honor. I appreciate it.